Hi guys, welcome. If you're new, welcome back. If you're a returning subscriber, in this video I'm going to do how to save money in laundry in 2026. I started 2026 saving money this year on a save money journey. I started doing Project Pan, also known as Project Use It Up. I'm also doing a low buy year, and I've been doing multiple videos on how to save money. The last one I did was 26 things not to buy in 2026. And now I thought about making a video about laundry and how to save money with laundry this year. I noticed a few things about laundry products over the last few years. I don't know if it's because I'm a millennial, I'm an adult now, and I just had this idea that why is there so many products for laundry these days? I grew up in the 90s, and I remember my mom using two products: laundry detergent and fabric softener. And in the 90s, people would put their clothes outside on a clothing line. People had dryers, of course, but a lot of people would just hang up their clothes outside in the summer. And again, my mom used laundry detergent and fabric softener. That's it. And I remember the brand was Tide and Downy because it was the most popular brand at the time. And now there are so many brands out there. It's like toilet paper. You go into the laundry aisle and you just can't decide what to buy because there's just so much variety. Sorry guys, that beeping in the background was my oven if you heard it. So what am I trying to get at? I'm trying to say that in the 90s things were simpler. They were simpler, there was less items, and people just lived a simple life. And the detergent and the fabric softener, and let me mention also, there was bleach, of course, there was Clorox, there was stain removers, and there was dryer sheets. There was no fabric refreshers like this and the Unstoppables, the fabric beads. These two products did not exist. The scent beads, that's what they're called, the scent beads, because I know the Unstoppables is the name for the Downy ones. So it's the scent beads, which I'm showing you guys here. I have that. This one is from Sam's Club, which is the Downy Unstoppables. It's almost done, you guys, and I'm gonna finish it in this load right now. And the other one is the baby, I forgot what it's called. It's Draft. It's the baby scent beads that smells like baby powder, which I love the smell of baby powder. So those other two scent beads I have now in my laundry room, and you know what? I am going to finish this up and I'm not buying it anymore. I'm going back to the basics. I'm going back to how I was raised with laundry detergent and fabric softener, and I'm going to do that this year. I'm going to see if it works for me, because I think these extra products, we don't need them. It's not necessary. I'm sticking to buying these big containers of laundry detergent because I've noticed that it is cheaper. For example, this Purex is 192 loads, and I got this on sale for $9.99 at my local grocery store. So what I do, I look out for the sales. Another thing that I'm doing to save money on laundry, you see how the cap has numbers on it? So I used to fill up the cap until the top every time. And you're not supposed to do that. Depending on the amount of clothes you have on the load of laundry. So since I'm washing my workout clothes, my home outfits, my sweatpants, they're not that sweaty, and yeah, so I don't feel the need to put a whole cap of laundry detergent, and that in the long run is going to save me money, and the container of laundry detergent is just going to last me longer. And it's those little things that makes me save money on laundry detergent. Buying the bigger sizes, buying them on sale, using less. Because don't forget, the agitation cycle of the washing machine does wash your clothes. It does not necessarily mean the laundry detergent more cleans your clothes more. That's not necessarily. Sometimes it's just too much and it just ends up going down the drain. So less is more in this case. Here is the Downy that I like to use. This is the unscented Downy. And I also bought the big container of the Downy, also on sale for $9.99 at my local grocery store. I do wait until I have sales, and that's when I buy and stock up on these products, or I just get them at Sam's Club. Also, you guys, I do want to put in there that yes, the Downy is dirty. The container is dirty on the outside. It was on the floor, and I don't have a fancy laundry room. My laundry room is right next to my boiler, so that floor tends to get more dirty. So the containers are on the floor. They're dirty. They get dirty. So just want to put that out there. This is not a fancy clean laundry room with just the washing machine and the dryer. This is where the boiler is, in the basement. Anyway, as you saw, I showed you also the Arm & Hammer laundry detergent that I like to use as well. I'll go more into detail later. And I also have this big Suavitel fabric softener that I love to use as well on my clothes, and this is a big size. This is bigger than the other three I showed you. It's 8.5 liters, and it doesn't say the loads on it because I believe this comes from South America, so the measurements are different, but this one is bigger than the other three. So I don't know if this is good for 200 loads or more, but it's a very big size, and in this one was $16.99 on sale, and regular price is $25.99. So I wait until this one gets on sale too, and I get it. The Lysol laundry sanitizer, I was influenced to buy this. Since 2020, this has existed. If you guys remember, before 2020, this did not exist. Laundry sanitizers did not exist, and I was influenced to buy it. I don't feel a need for it. I bought it because I was influenced to buy it because of the commercials on TV, and I actually bought that big size of laundry sanitizer at Sam's Club, so that's going to take me a while to get through. I don't have a job where I work in a hospital or I, work in a nursing home, for example. I don't have that type of job, so I don't feel the need to use a laundry sanitizer. If I did have a job like that, then I would feel the need to use it if I needed to clean scrubs, for example. So the laundry sanitizer, I'm going to use that one up, and I won't be buying any more of that either. Along with the scent beads, I won't be buying those either this year to save money. And again, these are all extra products that were invented just to keep you spending your money. I remember when the scent beads came out. They came out, I think, around close to 20 years ago. I remember I was in college and Downy came out with them first, which was the Downy Unstoppables. And then everyone else went after them, right? And then Purex had their Purex Crystals, which was the same item, just different shape with a different name. So I did buy these on and off throughout the years. But I remember the time where these did not exist. And then, like I said, 2020, the laundry sanitizer came out, and the Downy Rinse and Refresh, that came out a few years ago, you guys. And when I saw that product, I said, no, I am not buying another laundry product. I have enough. So yeah, the scent beads I used throughout the years, on and off. But the Downy Rinse and Refresh, I'm like, what is this for? It's just another product to add to the washing machine that you're spending money on and has another scent. So what does the detergent do? Why do we have Downy Rinse and Refresh now? The detergent doesn't do enough. The softener, the scent beads, that's not enough. We have to add on a Downy Rinse and Refresh because the other products apparently aren't doing nothing. All products to take your money. You don't need those two products, the Rinse and Refresh and the Unstoppable Beads, because the detergent has a scent. The fabric softener has a scent. I used to do this. I used to wash clothes with the detergent that has a scent, like the Purex you saw has the Mountain Fresh scent, right? And then I would use the Downy, and then the Downy had its scent, right? And then I would use the scent beads with their own scent, and then you put it in the dryer, and then the dryer sheets have their own scent. So I would literally get a headache because the clothes smelled so strong, and there was 4 different scents all together there, because every product has their own scent. Here, the Purex and the Suavitel, the Suavitel, I can't say that, have both their own scent. So I do not do this, you guys. I used to do this, and like I said, I would give it a headache because they each have their own scent. So I customized it for my liking. So you guys do what you want to your liking. So I used to do this. I used to use the 4 products, and the all here is free and clear. But say this was a Gain pack with the Gain scent. That's 4 different scents on your laundry. Your laundry is going to smell so strong. Some people like that, but like I said, for me, it gave me a headache. So I stopped that. So this is what I do now. So this Arm & Hammer is unscented, and the Downy is unscented. So I use these 2 together for my delicates, like for my bras and my underwear. I like to use unscented products. And this here is the Arm & Hammer with the Suavitel. I love to use this on my regular clothes because I want the clothes to smell just with the Suavitel. I don't want no other scent. I love the scent of the Suavitel. That's why I'm using the unscented detergent. And then here, this is for my workout clothes that sometimes are a little sweaty. I like the smell of Purex, the Mountain Breeze, and then the unscented Downy, because then I want the clothes to smell like the Purex only, so I don't get headaches and the strong smells. So the Purex is good for odor. The Purex smell is good for clothes that are dirty, have dirt on them. Say if you work outside, in landscaping or in construction, the Purex is really good at taking out odor. And then I use the all free and clear laundry sheets because I want the clothes to smell like either like the detergent or like the fabric softener, depending on what I use and on what load. So there is a customization to my laundry routine, and as you can see, you guys, I'm using 4 products, 2 detergents and 2 fabric softeners, 1 scented, 1 unscented, for different loads of laundry. So let's recap. Buying bigger sizes, you save money because it's cheaper the unit price is cheaper. Buying detergent on sale, using less detergent and less fabric softener based on the numbers on the caps. Don't forget the agitation cycle of the washing machine. Helps clean your clothes, not extra detergent. Also, not using unnecessary products. For example, detergent is for washing the clothes. Softener is to help soften the clothes. What I mean by unnecessary products is the fabric beads and the rinse and refresh. To me, those are unnecessary products. So if you guys feel that you're using unnecessary products on your laundry routine, make that change. Make that change and save money. If you feel like you don't need those extra products. Like, to me, the beads and the rinse and refresh are unnecessary products. So I will no longer, I never use the rinse and refresh, but the beads, as you see in the background, no longer gonna buy those. I feel like that's an unnecessary product. It's taking my money. I don't need that for my laundry. Laundry smells amazing either with the detergent or the softener. Now, cutting those things out, you have to think about what detergent do you want to use because of the price differences of the detergent. First, there's store brand, which is most likely the cheapest, but this also depends on sales because the most expensive detergent could be on sale and it could be cheaper than the store brand. So you have to look at that. But let's go down the list. Store brand, and then there's the brand Xtra, which is really affordable. Xtra with an X. XTRA. And then after that, there's Purex. Oh, Purex, right? And then there's Arm & Hammer. And then more on the expensive side is All, Tide, and Gain. So if you really like Tide and you really like Gain, go for it. If you don't want to go for the cheaper detergents, maybe they don't work for you, maybe they don't clean your clothes as well as the Tide and the Gain, keep buying the most expensive ones. That's your decision. You can get them on sale. You can still save money. There's still coupons on those products. But don't forget about the agitation cycle of the washer, and don't forget to use less. Try using less. It can clean your clothes, wash your clothes the same, and they're perfectly fine. So do trial and error. Do what works for you. But to save money, I went down a list, the least expensive to the most expensive on detergent. And then there's also the option of powder detergent. Powdered detergent is cheaper than the liquid detergent. For me, I prefer the liquid. That's why I only have liquid detergents. But if you're really on a pinch, powdered detergent is the cheapest. The Tide Pods and the Gain Pods are the most expensive. Why? Because it's convenient. You just grab a pod and you throw it in the washer. That amount is already, you don't have to measure it, so it's already measured for you. That's why they're more expensive, the pods. So those are the detergents. And then softeners, fabric softener. The least expensive, the Snuggle, the Suavitel, the Ensueño, and then the most expensive is the Downy and the Gain. But then again, Downy and Gain go on sale all the time. And if you look at the price, the sale price is probably the same price as the cheaper brands of fabric softener. So, yeah, that is my tips to save money on laundry in 2026. I hope you guys enjoyed and got some tips from this. But this is the changes I'm doing. I'll let you know at the end of the year how it went, just using detergent and fabric softener and not buying the beads or anything else. I'll let you know how it's doing with using less detergent. So far, my clothes are still coming out clean using less detergent. So, and they smell amazing, and I'm okay with it. I'm not getting headaches, and they're clean, and that's what matters. And they smell good, and I'm saving money using less product and buying the bigger containers of detergent. Okay, so I ended up going to the grocery store just to see what other brands I forgot about to mention. So I did forget about Ajax. There is a lot of Extra, which is the most affordable brand out there that I did speak about. So I want to say Extra and Sun are the more cheaper detergents out there. And of course there's store brand, but if you have the Extra and the Sun on sale, then those are cheaper than the store brand. And then they do have Ajax on a more affordable side as well. And I forgot to mention the more expensive brands of detergent, which is Tide and Gain, but there's also Era, Cheer, Persil, and Woolite that are more on the expensive side. And then again, here are the prices to the scent beads that I will no longer be purchasing, because $13 and $10 on these is just crazy. And again, there's products that have scent, the detergent and the fabric softener have scent, so I am not spending extra money on this extra product. Okay guys, that is the end of the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I'll let you know how it goes on changing this laundry routine for me and if I save money on it. I hope this helps someone out there. Again, this is my personal choice and my personal way of doing laundry. But if it helps one person out there to save money, I am glad I made this video. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye.